What up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know we have not done a sit down in a long time, but as you know, the announcement is out. Your girl is pregnant. Love is no one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. I've gotten so many questions about my first trimester, what it was like, how I was feeling, and so many pregnancy questions overall over on Instagram. So I figured we should do like a little sit down Q&A where I can just kind of tell you guys what's been going on behind the scenes, because the first trimester is one of those times where you can't really talk about anything with anyone. The pregnancy can still be at high risk, so it's a little bit of an uncomfortable, lonely time. And I feel so free now that the news is out. So I am an open book. I'm excited to answer your guys' questions today. So let's jump into the video. But before we do so, make sure that you like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you back this amazing content. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, unsolicited advice. I think I've received more unsolicited advice now that I've announced, of course, because with social media, you're gonna have people judging every single thing that you do. But prior to announcing and being in my first trimester, I really didn't have that much unsolicited advice because I didn't tell that many people. I do think some of the people that I've told that are a little bit more on the traditional side of things wanted to tell me I need to be eating these certain things, I need to get this hour of sleep, all this stuff. I think sometimes people just need to say congrats instead of giving you a list of things you need to do. But I can say that sometimes mixed with the congrats, yes, you have people telling you, oh my God, this happened to me, or oh my God, be careful, or oh my God, wait, you're gonna be so tired when this happens. And it's just kind of like discouraging. I've been really good about my pregnancy, making sure that I'm surrounding myself with people that bring me nothing but positive energy. And then I'm also being very open and honest with myself about this pregnancy. This is such a small period of time in my life. I'm not gonna get to be pregnant for years and years and years of my life. It's a short period of time. And so even when it is a challenging day, or I feel overwhelmed, I still want to embrace the fact that I'm creating a miracle. And so that's just kind of been my way of just ignoring the BS and just focusing on my needs only. You know, to be honest with you guys, I have always dreamed of being a mom. And I'm not the one that's I've dreamed of being a stay-at-home mom my whole life. Not that, but I always knew that I wanted to be a mom. I've been around kids growing up, nannying, raising my own nieces and nephews. So I have a lot of experience with kids in general. But I would say probably the most exciting thing is finally being able to experience kids of my own and being able to do things my way and being able to take things that I've learned in life and mold this young person to become something that I honestly can't even imagine what that's gonna look like. I think it's really cool that I'm gonna be able to help someone become the best version of themselves. I am not here to tell my kids who they need to be. As parents, everyone's winging it. No one really knows what they're doing. I think once you get into your 20s, you realize that your parents had no idea what they were doing. I've given my parents and everyone around me a lot of grace because I now understand hey, you didn't know what you were supposed to be doing at that time. And I need to give myself the same grace when I step into motherhood. But also I'm just excited to take things that I love that my parents did and maybe not take things that I didn't love that my parents did. So just to create my own at-home family experience, I'm super extra and I'm excited to be extra with my family and not be judged for it. So yeah, that part. Worst symptom in my first trimester, I honestly would say the exhaustion. I'm one of those people where I'm go, 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 go. 2022, I traveled so much. I think I took over 80 flights that year. I was never home. And so when I first got pregnant, you guys, I thought that I had COVID and the flu. I called my team and said, something is severely wrong with me. It was in the middle of a work day. It was a Friday, it was the middle of the day, and I said, oh my God, I have to actually go lay down. Something is not right. And I went and laid down and then I realized I'm not getting up. I don't think I'm gonna get up for maybe another couple days. And it just got worse and worse to the point where by Sunday, I was like, if I still feel this way tomorrow, I have to go and see my doctor because I think something is actually wrong with me. It's either COVID, it's the flu, or like this is the start of something I don't want it to be. And I actually ended up going and seeing a doctor that Monday morning, and to come to find out that my COVID test was negative, my flu test was negative. And then she asked me the funny question of, do you think you're pregnant? And at the time, I'm married. I think that was my response or something. And she's like, okay, well, I think we should do a pregnancy test. And I was like, okay. So I do my pee test and she leaves the room. She comes back in like 15 minutes and she's like, well, I think I'm seeing 2 lines. It looks like you're pregnant. You guys, I know that your initial reaction is supposed to be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. That was not my initial reaction. I'm not even gonna lie or friend about it. I was shocked. We had just gotten married in April 2022. This is November 2022. What is happening? Didn't understand what was really happening to me. And Anthony was waiting in the car for me during this appointment. I wasn't about to just walk back in the car and be like, hey, babe, I'm pregnant. Like that wasn't gonna happen. That first day finding out, like a lot of tears, a lot of anxiety, a lot of nerves, a lot of me just trying to figure out what does this mean for me. And like I had a whole plan. I'm a planner, type A, and everything I had planned was obviously scratched. It was a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. The first symptom honestly was that exhaustion, because the moment that hit, it never ended. It still really hasn't ended. I've never been so tired in my life. This has been the first time in my life where I've had to listen to my body and not listen to like my mind. And I feel like I have a million ideas and I can't go do them. But at the same time, there's a silver lining in that, and that is that I'm building a life. Once I look at it that way, I can't even be upset with what's happening. If anything, I'm grateful that I'm even capable of doing it. I don't know. I think the first ultrasound is a really crazy moment as a mom, because in the first trimester, I mean, even still kind of now, you don't really have any signs telling you that you're pregnant because you can't feel the baby. It's not like you have this relationship with the baby, because before the first ultrasound, you don't see the baby. Like it's just a pregnancy test telling you that you're pregnant, or a blood test. So you really can't comprehend that you're pregnant until you go to the doctors and they put that thing on you, whatever it's called, and the next thing you know, you're literally looking at a human being.
You're totally fine.
That to me was mind-blowing, because I was very overwhelmed with emotions during that. But that whole experience, I think, is where I started to realize, like, I'm no longer the one that's important. This child is now my purpose. And that was, I feel like, the shift of like, okay, you're now a mom. And I found out very early in my pregnancy that I was pregnant. I found out at 3 weeks. Most people find out at like 6, 7 weeks. Once I knew, I mean, everything had to change as far as I'm not drinking, right? I do want to watch what I'm putting into my body. I'm taking my prenatals. Like, just the awareness was immediate for me. So I started already like sacrificing and making changes for this person, for this being so soon in the pregnancy. And then to like see the baby at like, I think I was around 10 weeks or so, it was just crazy. Then you realize like, this is not about you, and you're doing this for something greater than you can even comprehend. Cravings. I don't think anything's been really crazy or weird. I know that people have like weird mixes of foods that they do together. I'll ask for things together, but I still eat them separately. So I still feel like it's not that weird. But snacks that have become a normal for me, and if I don't have these snacks, I might be upset, are Cheez-Its. I've been trying to get my hands on Ritz cracker mini cheese sandwiches. I don't know why there's a shortage of them in Dallas, but there is. I have not seen them. I've been dreaming about those. Pickles also are hands down. And recently there was something that I saw on TikTok where it's like your pickles, you put them in the hot Cheetos and you eat them. I need to try that, okay? I've been thinking about that too. In-N-Out is a hands down all around time favorite during this pregnancy. I could have it at 9 a.m. I could have it even earlier if they would let me. but they don't open that early. I love Gushers. I haven't had Gushers since I was a kid until this pregnancy. And then I was like, if I don't have Gushers in my house, I'm gonna go crazy. So it's been kind of like random snacky foods, but I haven't had anything where I would be like appalled by me eating it. Also, cereal is bussin' when you're pregnant. I am not a cereal person, but a big bowl of cereal, something about it just hits different. And I know I'm not the only one because people are talking about it on TikTok too. So if you're with me, please comment down below because I know I'm not crazy. My advice for someone going through their first trimester, since I'm officially over that period, would be that it's gonna pass. Give yourself grace, listen to your body. If you aren't feeling like you wanna do something, it's okay, you don't have to do it. If you need to lay down, don't be like embarrassed about that, like go and lay down. If you wanna have a junky, weird snack, eat that snack. Like just try to get acquainted with yourself and listen to yourself and don't put so much pressure to figure it all out at once. I know when I first found out it was super overwhelming and I like download all these apps and I like started listening to all these books on Audible and I bought a whole bunch of books too as well because I was like, oh my God, what am I not supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I not supposed to do? It is overwhelming at the beginning, but you will get the hang of it. And just like have fun exploring this, have fun learning about this experience. Again, like I've said, you only get to do this for such a short period of time and it's over. I can't even believe how far I am in the pregnancy right now and how much little time is left. That to me is so scary. Like this is gonna go by like that. So I know you may be feeling discouraged, you may be feeling alone, you may be feeling sad, you may be feeling depressed, you may be feeling excited, you may be feeling happy. Whatever they are, just know that this period of time is so short, and if there's anything that you can do is just try to embrace all of it, because you don't get to go back and you don't get to recreate these moments very often. And some people don't get to recreate them at all. And the more you start to focus your mind on that part, no matter how hard things go, you're gonna have more confidence in yourself if you feel that way about it. And then lean on your support. Tell people in the first trimester that you know are gonna give you an open space to just talk and they'll actually just listen. Sometimes you don't want to be met with advice and you don't want people to tell you what you should be doing or what's going to help you. You just want to talk about how bad things are and find that person that's going to do that with you and lean into that relationship. I think that goes a long way to have a sounding board of someone just to listen to you when you're miserable. Lean on your partner. If you're doing this with someone, lean on them, let them know what you need, let them know how you like to be communicated to during your pregnancy, let them know things that trigger you, let them know questions that overwhelm you so that they can communicate with you the best way possible. Our partners sometimes don't know what's best for us or how to help us, and it's our job to communicate with them so that they can do it effectively, so that we can have what we need. So that would be really my advice for anyone going through first trimester, and just know you're gonna get through it. So when it comes to our nursery, yes, my kid is gonna be way more blessed than I ever was. Let's just be real. I grew up in a very small house growing up, and so did my husband. We never really had space for ourselves. So I think the one thing I'm excited about with this nursery is the fact that I even have one, because I don't know if I ever had one when I was a baby. I am big on gender neutral. I know it's not for everyone, and I totally don't have like any judgment towards people that love it or don't love it. It's what you want to do, honestly. So for me, I really feel like gender neutral just makes the most sense for me. I want to buy things in the nursery that I can reuse with any of the kids that I have now or in the future, whatever. I want everything to be reusable. As they grow, they can tell me what they like, they can show me what they like, and we can incorporate those things. But I want them to have a space where they can explore what they want and they can get introduced things as they grow up, and we can find out what their best interests are. I don't want to shove interest in front of my kids and make them think that this is what it means to be a girl or this is what it means to be a boy. I don't know what it means to be a girl or a boy. Those are just titles to me. So what does it mean to be you, my child? What does that mean for you? And what those things are, I will incorporate into your room as you continue to grow. but I really want this space to feel warm, inviting, safe, and for them to develop at their own speed. So that's really like my plan for the nursery. We already have the nursery room picked out in the house, so we're really excited for that. This kid is getting a bathroom. I don't know how they scored that either. But yeah, I'm excited for the nursery, and we've already started like picking out nursery paint and nursery cribs and my nursing chair. Can we talk about the nursing chair? Because that's a big deal. You got to get certain nursing chair. So I'm excited for those plans, and I probably will do a whole nother video just based on the nursery. So make sure that if you are not subscribed, you're subscribed so you don't miss that, because we will be covering from start to finish, putting together the entire thing. So I'm really excited about that. So we do not know the gender yet. I mean, we have the results. Let's just say that. The results are in the portal. We have not opened them yet. I don't know what the holdup is, to be completely honest with you guys. I think it's just like been fun guessing with our family, as you guys have seen in the vlogs. Like, do you think it's a boy? Do you think it's a girl? It's just been kind of like a fun that we've been playing like throughout the first trimester. But now that like we do have the results, they've been with us for like over a month. Everyone keeps asking me how I have so much self-discipline. I feel like I don't, because like I'm on the edge every day. But I guess this is a testament to how self-disciplined I am. I don't know. But I definitely think when it comes to the gender, me and Anthony want to find out privately, just the two of us, instead of just like announcing it to the world. We really want to see like our family and friends' reactions, because they've been like guessing this whole time. So we've kind of thought about, oh, how fun would it be to like do it at our baby shower, where like just like you would do a gender reveal in general, but like obviously we already know what the sex is at that time, but it would just be cool to see everyone's face in the room respond, and also like have them walk in on the party and like wear like something that says whether they think it's a boy or a girl, and then just kind of see like what the majority of the people are. I know you guys kind of already know what me and Anthony's guesses are. I think it's a boy. I was very headstrong on that at the beginning, but as things have gone on, I'm feeling like it could be either now. And Anthony from the beginning has says it's a girl. Either way, we don't care. We are so down for whatever completely. So I'm just excited to have a baby in general. So I don't really care as long as the baby's healthy, but we are curious to see like, was my initial vote or Anthony's initial vote right from the beginning? So I think it will be fun, but I think we'll find out privately, just us two, and then share with our family and friends when we're in person together to celebrate the baby. So that's kind of the plan when it comes to gender. Baby names. We have had our baby names picked out for years. One of them we've known for like a really long time, and the other one was kind of, I would say, a more recent in the last couple of years. But all of the names that we're picking kind of mean something to us or have some type of like symbolism in our lives. So we have a full name. I mean, first, middle, last for a boy, first, middle, last for a girl. So we're prepared. We're not going to be playing the game of the baby's here, we don't have a name. Like, no, you will have a name the moment we know your sex vibes. So I feel like, yeah, once we really find out the sex, yeah, that stamp of motherhood is definitely coming, because now I'm going to be able to really visualize like what's about to be happening, you know, like what I'm going to call them. Like I can start calling them by their name the moment I find out the sex. That's kind of crazy. That's a long time. We even have nicknames for the names that we have picked out on like what we'll call them for short. So that's been kind of funny. And even my brother's trying to fight me for one of the names. We were just on a trip to Cabo, and he was like, I hope you don't have this sex first, because I want that name for my kid. And I was like, well, where's your girl at? You don't got a girl, you don't got anybody, so the name is obviously going to be taken. But it was funny that me and him even, I never knew what his names would be for his kids, and the fact that we want the same name is just kind of odd. But I told him he could have a junior, you know, that's totally fine. So we'll just see who beats, yeah, I guess, to the name. I don't know, because I'm definitely going to be naming my child that name. He's not going to beat me, but whatever he wants to think. So right now I am feeling much better than I was feeling in the first trimester. I just got back from a 10-day vacation. Woohoo! Was that needed? I feel like before I went on that vacation, I was kind of just entering into my second trimester and not really knowing what to expect. but I feel like it was really nice to be in my first couple weeks, just kind of like relax and like be with myself. I'm about to move into the home that we just purchased in a matter of days, which is crazy to go from like this tiny 1,200 square foot apartment to over 4,000 square feet. That's gonna be definitely a mind shift. I'm moving out to the burbs. That's gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna start putting together the home that we're gonna bring this baby home to one day. So I think I'm in a very exciting, nervous phase of this all, because I know I'm going through a major transition right now that is going to change the trajectory of my life for like the next 5 to 7 years. Like this home, I'm not going to leave for a long time. I don't see that happening, and I'm gonna make a lot of memories in this home. So just being at the beginning of that journey is really, really exciting, and I'm excited that we're able to do this for our baby. That was not the case for my family. My family was in an apartment with basically 3 kids up until I was an accident baby, and then they had to go buy the first house that they found, and like it was a really hard time. My mom's pregnancy with me was actually a really hard time. So just like seeing how much we've been blessed with at the beginning of our stages of parenthood is something I'm so grateful and feel so blessed to be able to do, even though I'm still exhausted, and even though my pelvic pain is no joke. I can't even film another video after this because my pelvic pain is killing me right now, and the symptoms are still a little all over the place when it comes to like food and sleeping and all the things. But I can say like right now I'm at the edge of the move. Like I'm just about to move, so I am swarmed by excitement and gratefulness more than anything. I feel like first trimester was long but fast all at the same time. And like I said before, like that time is very short-lived. So try to embrace the fact that you've just been blessed with the news that you can create a miracle, and that your body is doing something beyond what you can understand. And you're going to experience a part of womanhood that like you only get to experience in a short period of time. So if you look at it that way, I promise first trimester will be easier for you. I think that pregnancy is such a mindset. You have to be strong-minded, and you have to like care for yourself. I highly suggest people getting into therapy immediately if they are not when they become pregnant. You need a safe place to talk about all the crazy hormones and emotions you're going to be experiencing. I highly suggest you, if you don't have family or people around you to support you, that you go and find a doula or someone that can help you with your journey, that can be a sounding board for you and that support system for when you don't know what to do and you need an educated answer, or someone that is going to advocate for the symptoms that you are currently feeling. So you need to ask for what you need, and you need to go and find those things. You can't just sit there and sit in it and be miserable. You need to be proactive, and you need to demand what your needs are, and you need to communicate with people effectively so that they can be there the best way possible. And also enjoy the time of being lazy. You're gonna be exhausted, so just embrace it. Binge watch a show. I binge watched all of New Housewives of New Jersey. I was back on when the TV was a square, okay? I went all the way back to like the first season, and I have no shame that I watched that much trash TV. Like, it does not matter. So whatever you need to do for yourself, just do it, and don't feel guilty about it. And if you feel weird and you feel out of body, it's okay. Your body is just getting adjusted to this new way of life, and it's such a blessing. So that's kind of wrapping up my first trimester Q&A. If something I said, you got more questions, this is not going to be the only Q&A that I'm going to be doing on my channel. I want to continue to share with you guys throughout this journey and be as helpful as I can. I know that a lot of you guys have been asking what products and things helped me during my first trimester, so I'm definitely going to do a sit down for that. So make sure you like and subscribe if that's something that would be super helpful for you. And I hope you guys are enjoying the vlogs, the at-home videos, all the baby and mama content. This is such a new way of life for me and a new form of storytelling, and it's been so fun sharing it with you. So thank you for creating this safe space for me to explore this new way of motherhood. It's felt really, really amazing to be embraced by all of you, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys Tuesday at 5 p.m. at my next video. Thanks for watching.
Love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give